glory is revealed, you may also be glad with exceeding joy. If you are reproached for the name of Christ, blessed are you. For the Spirit of glory in God rests upon you. On their part he is blasphemed, and on your part he is glorified. But let none of us suffer as a murderer, as a thief, an evildoer, or a busybody in other people's matter. Yet if anyone suffers as a Christian, let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify God in this matter. So you can pull a couple things out of that verse when it comes to suffering. We're supposed to keep a positive mental attitude. That's what my dad always says. You need to have a PMA, a positive mental attitude. The idea of, all right, you go to work, and if you have that pessimistic, oh, I'm going to have a bad day, this is going to be terrible, odds are you're going to have a bad day. But if you keep the idea that, yeah, this is going to be a good day at work, God will get me through it, everything's going to be fine, most likely you're going to have a good day. So along these lines is that when going through these trials, we need to keep positive, because in verse 13 it says, rejoice to the extent that you're partakers in the suffering of Christ. So that just comes to show that you're going through the same thing Christ has, and that's a good thing, because you know your Christianity, your faith is being put to work, is being put to the test, it's going through the fiery trials, and you know that you're growing, you know that you are worthy of the calling in which God has called you to live up to. You know that if you're not suffering for the cause of Christ, then you need to rethink, you need to take some self-reflection. If you're suffering for the cause of Christ, you know, you must be doing something right. Because there are some people in this world, no matter how much light you try to shed on them, they always back away into the darkness no matter what. Not only that, when we're going through these trials, but you also need to know that it's to bring glory to God, because it's like, sure, it's bad when you're going through it, but having that joy knowing God's going to pull you through, once he's pulled you through, doesn't it just feel so good that he's pulled you out of it? You just want to pray, you just want to praise his name. You want to tell everybody about how God has been good to you, right? You need to keep this positive mental attitude, because you know that no matter what happens in your life, God is always in control. So some things up, we need to put our trust in God. There's another phrase, I think it was talking with my dad, he said this, it's like, when you're going through life and things don't look too great, don't lose hope, because when you're down to nothing, God is up to something. So you always know that even though you may look around and things may not be so great, you know that God always has a plan for you. And I'm just going to touch on this verse, but it's Romans 8:28, where it says, we know that all things work together for the good for those who love God, right? So the thing to keep in mind, if you're looking out for God, you have him in your life and you trust him, that he will do what's best for you. So you know that through God, everything works out in the end. So you can conclude that if things haven't worked out yet, it's not the end. So as you go throughout this week or the day or whatever, just going through your life, and you just come to the storm, and it's like you may not know what's going to happen here, but if you have God on your side, if God is for you, who can be against you? So no matter how bad things may look, you keep it positive, because you have God on your side. There's nobody who can stand against you, like David and Goliath. David was the only one brave enough to stand up to him. He only took 4, maybe, it was 5 stones. He took one in his sling, it's like, but it only needed 1. This Goliath was almost 9.5 feet tall. You think, man, that's one mighty of a man. Even his spear probably weighed more than David did at this time. And it's like all these men who are supposedly soldiers, ardent soldiers, are supposed to have courage. They're cowering in fear. David was the only one to challenge him. And no matter what giant, no matter what storm, no matter what trials you're going through, just as he helped David, he will also help you. So whatever you may need, whether or not you need to be baptizing into Christ, you need to have His blood cleanse you. We offer that now, but if you're going through something in your life and you just need to open up to God and to ask for help, we'll also give you opportunity at this time. Whatever your need may be, we're here to help you and to pray for you. Whatever you may be going through, no matter what's happening, just know that God is in control. So whatever your need may be, you may come forward and stand on the front pew as you stand and sing.
I am resolved.